the oil refinery, you can see there. The St. Anna Bay, here, this is our natural harbor. Natural harbor. Over there, there's also a fort. That's Willem Oranje van Nassau. All the names are named by the Queen names. As you know, we are still under Holland, the Netherlands, right?
Yes.
There you can see your beautiful cruise ship. Those chimneys you see there, the 3 chimneys over there, that's of the water factory. As I told you that we use purified distilled seawater, and the water is, the process is very, a big process, so the water is very expensive, but very good water, right? Very, very good water. So this is the Queen Juliana Bridge. This bridge was built in 1967, and this bridge, it fell in each other, and 15 people lost their lives on this bridge. But now it's good because I pass over this bridge every day, okay? So don't be afraid, okay? And I'm here. You see where the cruise ships can stand? They can park near each other when they're here, and also to the back. Willemstad is divided in 2. Punta and Otro Banda. Punta means the point, and Otro Banda means the other side. So now we are on the Otro Banda side, and that side over there is the Punta. We started with construction first on Punta, and when there were no room anymore, we came to the Otro Banda side. So Alonso de Ojeda discovered the island of Curaçao in 1499, and Amerigo Vespucci, he was the map maker. And Curaçao also has another meaning. It means corazón, of the heartbeat, right? Corazón, Curaçao. Why? Because when Amerigo Vespucci was making the map, he found out that Curaçao and Aruba formed like a heart, and that's why they say corazón, Curaçao, corazón, Amerigo Vespucci. And now we are going to take the area of the Schalo area where the Jewish community used to live before. Take a look at all of those beautiful houses with all of those the roof of the houses there. Beautiful. I always tell people, you come on a cruise ship, that's to check on when you're coming on a real vacation for 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So take a very good look so you know when you're taking your real vacation, where to come. Aruba is beautiful, Curaçao is beautiful, Bonaire is beautiful, everywhere is beautiful, but it all depends on yourself. So as I said, Curaçao is so small, but it all depends on how curious you are, right?
Right.
So they have a big airport.
Okay. So where the bridge fell in was here, right here. Right there, it fell in. Yeah.
What caused it to fall?
I beg your pardon?
What caused it to fall?
Well, bad construction, sir. The construction wasn't good, that's why it fell.
Do you have any wild animals here?
If we have wild animals, no. Wild, we have goats, we have horses, we have, and that's our local dish, goat meat. Right. We have horses, we have cattle, but you know, no snakes and those things. No. They don't come to the island of Curaçao, the snakes. They stay where it's big. Here is too small for them. They don't have enough room to walk around. Right? That's why.
That's good to know.
The big building in front of us over there, that's a post office. That's our post office. And this is the parking where you don't have to pay. You don't need to pay when you park here. Although a lot of people doesn't like to park here because everybody wants to park in front of their desk, right? So that's why they don't like to walk that much. Over there, that's a market with the arches, and we also have the floating market. The floating market, those are the boats that come from Venezuela with fruits and vegetables. They're coming here from more than 160 years already. There, right there on your left-hand side, you can see them. You can see in the back, right there. You see, they're left. Those are all the boats. But later on, you can see that in the front. You can see the Queen Wilhelmina. This is the Queen Wilhelmina Bridge, and that statue right there. The statue of the Queen Wilhelmina. This is the cultural office right here on your left-hand side. Our cultural office. And now we are going to the area where the Jewish community used to live. And the name is Harlow. Yeah? You can see how they used to build the houses before with sea sand. And that's the reason why they didn't stay long. They didn't stay good for a long time. Look at it, they had to do a lot of restoration on these houses. But they don't live here any longer. They went to live at Mahai. So the Jewish community, they left. But who is here now? People with a lot of money, like the notaries, doctors, lawyers, engineers, the banks, all are renting these beautiful buildings where the Jewish community used to live. Why the Jewish community left here? Because their kids went to study abroad and the houses became very big for them, for the family. So that's why they had to leave all of these houses. You can see how beautiful houses they are. Very large houses. Look at this one on your right hand side. A very large, big family home. On your left hand side, in a while you will see our central bank where we make our money. Right there. The center, that round building there, that's where we make our florins, our guilders. So 1 US is 1.75 in our money. Right? So this area became very business-minded now. All of this area, like Manrique Capriles, agencies, different agencies of different things, banks, lawyers' office, notary offices, and they did a lot of restorations on the houses because the Jewish community came here in year 1650. They came here to the island of Curaçao. And they're still here because we have the synagogue in town, excuse me. We have the synagogue in town.
How did they get here? How did they get here?
How they get there? They came from Portugal. We had Portuguese Jews and we had Jews. So they did trade, so that's why. They had a lot of stores here. Yeah? People working for them and still. On your right hand side, that's our library. That building right here. Our National Public Library. Yeah. We are busy motivating the kids to read a lot. Especially the boys, because boys don't like to read a lot. So that's it. So all of these houses where the Jewish community used to live. That building on your right hand side, we call that the Curaco. As you know, Venezuela is leasing the oil refinery. We have an oil refinery here. We don't have the crude. Venezuela has the crude, so we have the oil refinery, so that we do for them. Although we have to pay $6 for a gallon of gas. Yeah, a lot of money, right? $6 for a gallon of gas here on the island of Curaçao. And you can see, not all the buildings the people restaurate. Like this one, they have to close it down, right? So the addicts won't get there. So that's why they have to close it down like that. On your right hand side, there's also where the commissioners used to have their office before, but now we don't have commissioners anymore, but only ministers. Here on your left hand side, a school. On your right hand side, also a school. The school starts here from 7:30 in the morning until 12:30 in the afternoon because it gets hot. So that's why the school finishes. Only the secondary schools finishes at 2 or 1:30. And the children has to go to school from when they are 4 years old until they're 18. Okay? On your left hand side, this green building here, that's our National Archive. Our National Archive. Do you remember how your wedding cake was? That's a form of a wedding cake. Our National Archive. You can see on the pillars, you can see on top the two faces of the lady. The gentleman loved his wife so much that he put her face on the pillars on top. Do you see that? Two on that side, two on this side. Yeah? Yeah. So that's our National Archive. And we have this building was built in 1916. And we have to do restoration all the time on this building because it's a very important building to us because here we can get all the information, right? So that's why our beautiful National Archive with the form of a wedding cake. Okay.
They say who's famous from here?
Who's famous from here?
Basketball, football, and
baseball and football also. Baseball. We have different people play baseball in New York, like Andrew Jones plays baseball in New York Yankees. He used to play in Atlanta Braves before, and now he's playing. Yes, yeah, he's from the island of Curaçao, right? This that radio station works with solar energy. In front of us, take a look at the Protestant cemetery. This is the Protestant cemetery. I want you to take a look at it because I want you to see the difference with the Roman Catholic cemetery and the Jewish community cemetery. Okay? You will see the difference. What's the difference?
What's this?
Above ground.
Yeah, I will show you. On your left hand side and on your right hand side, these are the model of the houses of the after the abolition. All the slaves got a piece of land and they built their own houses. And this was the model of the houses. On your right hand, on your left hand side also. So they were. And you know how much people used to be in a house like that? About 12 people used to be in a house like that. Sleeping on the ground, on the floor, right? On mats. On your left hand side, in a while, you will see the Jewish community cemetery. All are on the same level, 8 feet down below ground. And you won't see angels and crosses. That you will see in the Roman Catholic, but not in the Jewish community or the Protestant one. Right? So that's the difference. That they are all the same and 8 feet down below the earth. Right?
About to get in the hoodie hood.
I beg your pardon?
About to get in the hood. Look like it, don't it? Get ready to get in the hood.
Okay. Okay. I say sometimes the people say, why do you have to show the cemeteries? Because that's a very important place to all of us. Huh? Okay. No? You see that? All are the same. So as I told you, Curaçao is 38 miles and 3 to 7 wide. And we have on the island about 278 areas on the whole island where we have to take a bus to go to different areas. You can take the bus on this side, or you can take the bus also on the upper banda side to go to the west side of the island. Now we are taking the east tour on the east side, right? This is the Roman Catholic cemetery right there. There was a funeral there. I see some people there. You see there? With crosses and angels and up high. This area here, we call the Salinha area. Why we call it the Salinha area? You can hear a name inside it, huh? What do you hear in Sal?
Okay.
Salt. That's good. Salt. This area was covered with salt. And what did we used to do with the salt? We used to send it to the Netherlands, to Holland, for the herring, right? So they sent the roof of the houses, and we sent the salt. So we did a change with the salt to the Netherlands. Salinha area, the Salinha area.
Exchange for the roofing.
In a while, on your left-hand side, you will see a Curaco house. That's where the slaves used to live before. The model of the house. Right here, look. This one. You see that? That. It was made of mud. And that was very cool. There were very cool houses from the inside.
What's the average? How much of those houses cost around?
How much of those houses? Well, we have a lot still, but more on the west side of the island.
How much money?
How much money for one? Like one of those houses?
Yeah.
Like around this area? About 100,000 US, because there are government land with private houses, but there are also government land with government houses. Yes, it all depends on the area. Okay, so around this area, maybe you will pay 50,000 US. It all depends, huh?
So the people that live in them, they have to pay?
Yes, yes. If they are their own house, their own private land, they have to pay tax, of course, right? But some people pay a rent, a monthly rent for the houses, okay? So this is also the Salinha area. When the Spaniards came here, they wanted to do business in gold and silver, but they didn't manage to do that. So what they did, they brought 100 plants of oranges to grow. But the oranges did not grow. They stayed small. So they were a little disappointed. But disappointment was not for a long time, because they made the Curaçao liquor with the small oranges. And we didn't call them oranges, we called them La Raja. Did you ever heard about Curaçao Blue? Curaçao Blue is made here. You can make cocktails with it. The liquor. And now we are going to the liquor factory to sample the liquor right there.
I hope we don't leave her.
So this was a plantation house before. This was a plantation house. As you know, we had the Dutch here, the plantation house, and this was a plantation house. Chobolobo.
Burger King, y'all.
So they made the liquor with the small oranges, they call La Raja. And they put some spices and they did the liquor. So now you can sample here. And there is also a liquid here called glacial. That's not to drink, but that's good. Like it's like the first doctor at home. It's good for headaches, tummy ache, knee ache, all aches. Like the first doctor at home. It's called glacial. Yeah, not to drink, but just to rub on. When you go inside, you can see that also.